Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I'm Black Ice 73. How y'all doing today? Today I want to talk about are nurses unappreciated? And why don't we salute the nurses, not in a actually salute, but actually salute the nurses or tell them what a great job they do when you see them in public. I know sometimes you might see some people in scrubs that who not nurses, but they also they're caretakers. They work at some kind of place where they take care of patients. They might not be nurses, but they caretakers. And caretakers are undervalued, just like nurses are undervalued. Caretaking might be more undervalued because they don't have the degrees uh, as the nurses. But the nurses, they are unappreciated. When you go to the hospital, I went to the hospital back in August for a UTI. I wasn't seen by a doctor. I was seen by a nurse. That's who I was seen by. I was seen by a nurse at the emergency room. A nurse, what they call a nurse? I know it's NA. Nurses are unappreciated people. When I had my knee replacement surgery on August the 13th, but August the 12th, I had my knee replacement on August the 12th. I might see a doctor twice, and they were in the room for like no more than 5 minutes. But when I hit that damn call button or I needed something, guess who was there? The nurse. Sometimes they were down. Sometimes they were there when I didn't need nothing. When I was just in the room, just chilling. Just like a little unfocused. While I was in the room just chilling, just minding my business, looking at TV. Guess who popped up? Nurse. Came there, read my blood pressure, checked my IV, asked me did I need something. Man, nurses are unappreciated. And what pissed me off the most, well, here lately, what been pissing me off about the news about how these hospitals and doctor offices and telling nurses, if you don't get the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, you're going to get fired. The people who make the doctors look great or cut the doctor time for they won't have to go through all the doing little work they don't want to do, by doing your ultrasounds. Nurse pretty much go ahead and do that. Had the little paper pretty much printed out. It's a rarity you have a doctor who did that. Nurses pretty much, the nurses run the medical field. A lot of doctors get credit for it. Operation, okay, I understand. You need a surgeon. But everything else, the nurse will go in there and is like, hey, need your urine. Nurse had all that prepped up for the doctor so he can read the lab from it. A nurse don't take care of that part. Your blood pressure, nurse don't wrote that down. Your weight, you talk to the nurse longer than you talk to the doctor. You deal with the nurse longer than you deal with the doctor. Nurses shouldn't have to be threatened, have their job threatened that if they don't take the vaccine, they're going to get fired. You got a lot of nurses saying, y'all can keep this job. I don't care. I don't trust the vaccine. They always tell us in the United States that we have rights. But it's not true. You only have rights unless your company tell you got rights. Yeah, true. True statement, people. Your rights you only have rights unless your company says, okay, we ain't gonna mandate this. But if your company mandate this, I don't give a darn. They do say you got the right to not take the vaccine. Your job can say, you don't take it by this time, you fired. There's a lot of that place there will happen. It happened in the NFL. There's some players who haven't got the vaccine got cut, or they didn't get picked up by a team. They said, "No, man, you risking our money." That's what they worry about. In the NFL, they worry about you risking our money. So if you go in there and say, if you catch the virus because you're not vaccinated, and other players get the virus, you're gonna shut down the whole facilities. Everybody gonna have to not play if you got enough people who get the virus. So NFL worry about money. I don't know what the hospital worry about. Okay, if we got a nursing shortage in this country, like they say we have a nursing shortage, the nurses should be the last person they threaten to get the vaccine, or you're gonna get fired. People, you're RN, it's just like you're made out of gold. Cause RN, they run this thing, people. Not the doctor had to sign off for it, but the RN run the medical field. They run it. Don't get me wrong, the LPN and the CN, all this stuff, they handle their business too, but the RN run this thing. Them nurses, you got a nurse who the nurses go to. Then that nurse can talk to the doctor for them. Change the command. You know how it is. But the nurses, they're very unappreciated people. We should hold them at a higher standard as they are now. Nope, I don't have no dog in this fight. I'm not saying this because of a female or a male I know is a nurse. No, I don't know an RN. Yeah, I do know an RN, but we ain't close. But nurses, y'all shouldn't have to go through this. You know, you seen the news report earlier this summer that place in Houston talking about one of the biggest hospital in Houston talking about if you don't get vaccinated, we're gonna let you go. Or some people got fired, I think, in Houston. They had a report again, I think it was in Oklahoma or somewhere, where they talking about they don't get vaccinated, they're gonna get fired. Now they have memes on the internet showing that people out there talking about, oh, you got rid of a whole bunch of toxic people in the workplace because they got fired because they didn't want to get vaccinated. People, what they need to do is let the nurses, I don't know. They shouldn't be getting them no ultimatum talking about you're going to get fired when they're the backbone of the system. And some of these nurses said they would change they'd go look for another job or change their field because they don't trust the vaccine right now. I understand. But at the same time, you know, I went ahead and got my vaccine. You know, I went ahead and got mine. But I'm not a pro or anti-vaccine person. I'm neither one of those. But I am a person who think the people should have the right if they want to inject something in their body. I know for the last week and a half, Nicki Minaj had flooded the news because of what she wrote on Twitter. And a lot of things that she wrote on Twitter got twisted around. A lot of things she wrote on Twitter, she didn't even say. I'm not a Nicki Minaj apologist, you know. But like she said, she didn't say anything against the vaccine. She just said she want to know more about the vaccine before she put this stuff in her body. This story about her cousin friend, you know, maybe that was a joke. But he done news outlet went crazy. Even they played the news person down in Trinidad going after Nicki. Never heard no news in Trinidad. I didn't even know they spoke English in Trinidad in the news cycle. I thought Trinidad had their own language. I think they do. But the dude was speaking in English. This is Nicki Minaj. Talking about she wasn't born here or something. You know, everybody was taking shots. Don Lemon taking shots at Nicki. Then he had the nerve to get personal, talking about well, she concerned about getting a vaccine in her arm, but she was concerned about what she had it put in her butt. So Nicki was like, people would call me the bad guy if I said that Don Lemon, what Don Lemon be putting in his butt. Yeah, people would have called her all kind of anti-gay and call her gay basher and all that kind of stuff. For those who don't know, Don Lemon is gay. Don I don't think he's married to that dude no more, but are they separated or something like that. But Don Lemon, what she was talking about, Don Lemon have penis in his behind. So that's what she was saying. She said, if I said something like that, y'all would call me all kind of names. But she like, But yeah, Don Lemon have penis in his behind. That's what she was saying. If I talk about the penis you stick up in your booty, people will get mad at me. So I understand what she was talking about. But that didn't stop him for dissing her. See, that's the hypocrite double standard. He can talk about the silicons that put in her booty, but she can't talk about the penis that he had in his booty. No, she can't talk about that. People talking about, oh, you messing up your brand. They're talking about, a lot of bars. No, they call the people that support naked bars. A lot of bars are homosexual, and you dissing the homosexuals. She not dissing all homosexuals. If she wanted to say it, she wasn't dissing all homosexuals. She was dissing Don Lemon for what he said about her. People, you should have the right to tell people how you feel about them if they say how they feel about you. Then news outlet, they get mad at the darn nurses. Some of the nurses, they need to be vaccinated. All the people they see. If the nurses been taking care of themselves all this time for the year and a half, and a lot of them haven't been exposed to the CV-19, they mean they're doing something right. They mean the nurses who, I understand the nurses who got the COVID-19, and they say, yeah, we need to go ahead and get this. I don't want to be affected by this no more. But the nurses who taking care of their body, who taking all the precaution use, all the PPE that they have to use, but they won't get the darn virus, leave them alone. Leave them alone. They don't nurse make their own choice, people. They already unappreciated. They're already doing the job. They undermanned. A lot of them saying they didn't even have the proper equipment for the PPE, for the PPE protection. They said they didn't have a lot of stuff. They had to reuse the stuff. Come on, people. Y'all need to see a nurse and say, hey, nurse, I support you. I don't care you get the virus or not. Just make me feel well. That's not the bottom. That's the thing, make me feel well, nurse. Thank you. Thank you for all the medicine that you bring to me. The water. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the smile that you land in the hospital. Thank you for asking me how I'm doing. What can I do for you? Those nurses should be hearing instead of being threatened with their job. It's a sad day, people. It is very sad that these nurses getting threatened to lose their livelihood. Those people people look at job money. No, this is something they specialize in, and this is the way they support their family. This is their livelihood. You threatening people. This is their livelihood. This is not just a simple job. This is the way they take care of their family. You let him threaten them, and when it's not mandated, see, that's what people need to talk about. People need to talk about the different laws. It's the laws that they set for the nation, the United States, and there's a law they have in the workplace. They are totally different. We got the president of the United States, but you know why you got the president of these darn companies? Because they rule that company just like they ruling the nation. Yeah, they're ruling that country like they ruling the nation. Because it's always a thin line where a workplace, not a thin line, it's a large line. It's a freaking highway. When a workplace is able to run their doing company the way they want to, long as they're not breaking a law, long as they ain't breaking OSHA, they can run their company the way they want to. Long as their safety stay down low, they can run their company if they want to. No government gonna come in there. No government agent gonna come in there and say, "Hey, stop!" If you running your company right. So that company law is a whole lot different from that law that the nations have. No, we're not we're gonna make it mandatory for all Americans to get the shot. We're asking you to get the shot. But these company coming up, hey, in between these doors, you are not an American citizen. You are an employee of this company right here. You are an employee of this company. So when you come between these doors right here, you see that door? This is the country that you're gonna worship until you get off. And we say you're gonna need a shot, you're gonna get a shot, or you're gonna lose your job. If we're gonna say you need to get that training and you miss that training so many times, you're gonna lose your job. If we say you got too many safeties, you're gonna lose your job. If we got a problem with you, like the judge said, we ain't gonna do no retaliation. Man, judge do retaliation all the time. Judge do retaliation all the time. I don't like you. We need to get rid of him somehow, or we need to get rid of her somehow. We don't like him. Guess what? They try to find ways to get rid of the person. When you go in them doors, it's a dictatorship. A lot of people learned that in 2020 and 2021. These companies are a dictatorship. We ran with one president, but these companies have their own country. Not company. They got their own country. And they run their country the way they want to. They run their country the way they want to. You're like, oh, you're gonna be mandatory. You're mandatory. We're making it mandatory that you're gonna take this shot, and you're gonna lose your job. It's just like a country saying we're gonna make something mandatory, or we're gonna put you in prison. Same thing. You losing your job, it's a virgin of the workplace putting you in prison because you ain't following their order, because you ain't doing what they told you to do, because you want to stand up for yourself. You don't want to take that risk, putting some foreign in your body. But when that country, yeah, I said it right, not company. When that country tell you got to do it, are you going to lose your job? Get thrown in prison. Not prison as you know it, but losing your job. You can be, you know how back in the days when on country said, you are banned from this one mile place, the kingdom. We're gonna put you in isolation. You're in no man land. That what the country doing to you, or the company doing to you. They're banning you because you didn't follow their order. So nurses, I support you. I hope you have a backup plan. I hope somebody hire you all, who give you a choice to take the shot or not take a shot. Because even though they taking the shot, they still got to walk around with a mask on their face all day. That's a joy. See, that part right there pisses me off right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. My whole purpose, My whole purpose of taking this shot was, yo, I get a chance to throw this damn mask away. I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about wearing no mask anymore because, holy shit, I don't took the shot. I was happy for a month and a half. Then George said, all right, mandatory again, get a weather mask. I was like, God, that defeat the purpose. That's the reason I took the damn shot, before I won't have to wear the mask. But that company / country made it mandatory. Either I follow the rules or I get banished from the country / company. So, yeah, one day we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about the difference between the laws in the United States and the laws that the company runs. Whole totally different. The dictatorship. I remember one time, this guy, he worked for the company. Well, he used to work for the company I worked with. He got fired, but he had told us he was in a higher position up in the company, but not in the company overall. But he was in a high position in the place I worked. So he told us one day, he said, I don't care what y'all say, y'all can be right, but it's the people tell us that they see you doing something wrong, we gonna trust them people. You know, I ain't feel bad when he got fired. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, how you gonna tell me I could be in the right, but you're gonna trust the people? But that's how it is in them companies. That dictatorship. That's how it is. So, we're in a dictatorship, people. And nurses, nobody don't tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I love you, nurses. Y'all doing a great job. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Even though nobody ain't watching right now. But when you get a chance, just in case you make a mistake and stumble up on this video, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to the if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, turn your notification. And till next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.